Hey, this is your girl, BB from the streets, bringing you all that tea. In a move described as the largest single-day bribery takedown in the history of the Justice Department, federal prosecutors have charged 70 current and former employees of New York City Housing Authority, Nycha as we know it, with bribery and extortion offenses. The arrest made today, February 6, 2024, targeted superintendents and other development staff accused of demanding over $2 million in bribes from contractors in exchange for awarding repairs and construction work at Nycha properties. They call this the pay-to-play scheme that was unrevealed. Now, they might have paid to play, but I didn't see any playing going on. Because living in Nycha, they haven't fixed anything. Prosecutors allege that these employees were entrusted with overseeing critical maintenance and repairs for Nycha's 175,000 apartments abused by the power for personal gain. These apartments are definitely abused by not being fixed. You pay your rent, but they don't come repair anything. And that has nothing to do with the pay to play, because these guys don't play. These contractors come in, they look around, they be like, oh, I'm going to come back. And then they turn into Houdini. They allegedly solicited and accepted bribes from contractors that was bidding for contracts, often small bid projects, that was worth over $13 million in total. But these contracts would normally be like less than $10,000. If the contractors refuse to pay, they risk being excluded from getting that future work and, somebody else to get it. But the impact on the residents and taxpayers, well, I know the impact on the taxpayers that you got to be living with a leaky ceiling, windows that don't shut, windows that don't open. Like, these guys was getting money from the government to do work that they never did. And now you're going to go tell on somebody because they made you pay them $500. You paid $500 and you still ain't do no work. So what you talking about? But this became a widespread corruption scheme that was seen as a major blow to Nycha residents, who allegedly faced numerous challenges in their aging apartments and deplorable buildings. And I can attest to that. Now, if you walk around New York City and go to different Nycha neighborhoods, they have scaffolding up in like almost every neighborhood. How did you put scaffolding up and there's no workers? So you have scaffolding up for like the last 5 years and not a work has been done in the building. You don't even see the worker. But these people are getting contracts and getting millions of dollars from the government and not doing anything. But back to the Nycha employees and ex-employees or retired employees that was getting this money. Their actions definitely hurt the expense of the taxpayers. And it also hurt the residents because these essential repairs needed to be done and they weren't. And this impacts the quality of life for all the residents. But this is what the Justice Department did as they took action. The U.S. Attorney, Damon Williams, stated, instead of acting in the interest of New York City residents, the city, or taxpayers, these 70, employees or ex-employees did things to line their pocket. But in this story, they said some of them got $15,000. How you lining your pocket with $15,000? What you gonna do with $15,000? And you done retired already. So you done messed up your whole retirement after working for like the last 20, 25 years for the city, and you got a measly $15,000. You could have left that $15,000 where it was. Yeah, like some people get so big-headed and they like, oh, I'm getting away with it. Like the lady said in the news, oh, that was her side hustle. Girl, you work for the city for 25 years, getting health insurance, all type of holidays off, probably barely doing any work, being a superintendent, and you talking about a side hustle, $15,000. How much money did you amass over the 20 or 25 years working for the city? I know it wasn't no $15,000. And U.S. Attorney Damon, he also emphasized about cleaning up the corruption that has plagued New York City, Nycha, for far too long. This will ensure residents will get well-maintained homes and their apartments to get fixed. But let me tell you a little story. I know of a neighborhood in the Bronx that had the elevator taken out. They have 2 elevators in this 20-story building. The elevator was taken out in February of 2022 with a sign up saying they could get a new elevator. The elevator was just replaced in December of 2023, so a year and a half. But I bet you that contractor got all their money from that bid, and now they want to go tell on people. The contractors need to be arrested also for doing this stuff. Yes, some people may get taken advantage of. Some contractors may have got taken advantage of. But Nycha should be held responsible for what they've done to people over these last 50, 60 years. You get all that rent and you barely do any repairs. So this is not just no year-long process now. You want to blame these 70 people. Yes, they were wrong. But there's other people that need to be blamed. And it's more than just these 70 people. But in these cases, it's concerns about systemic issues within Nycha, contracting processes, and potential vulnerabilities to corruption. Investigations are still ongoing, and further reforms are expected to address these concerns and prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. But I know what definitely needs to happen right now. Y'all need to get people out there to fix those buildings up. Take that scaffolding down and get that work done. Because people are paying y'all thousands of dollars a month and their ceilings are falling in, the pipes are busted, they not getting no heat, the windows don't open, they don't close properly, the elevators don't be working all the time, and you have 2 elevators in a building of 20 floors. What you gonna do with 1 elevator in a 20-story building with 9 to 10 apartments on each floor? Shame on New York City. Shame on you. Let me hear it down in the comments. Let me hear what you got to say. If there's any Nycha residents in there, let me know. Leave a comment down there. Leave an experience. Let me know what's going on. Leave a comment below. Hit like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell for that 1 elevator that's working in that building.